elements are retrieved. Last question. What are the methods called inside collection and executed from the adding object class? And the collection chapter means these 4 questions. Okay. If you know these 10 questions, then collection complete. You should learn these 10 questions for every collection. Okay, all you have 18 collections. On 18 connections, you have to understand these 10 questions. That means totally how many points you have to learn? Totally how many points you have to learn? 180 points you have to learn. Dina? Tell me first point. What is a vector? Vector is a legacy collection or collections framework collection. The collection vector is a legacy collection. What is the meaning of legacy collection? It is a old version, 1.0 version. Legacy collection available from Java 1.0 version. Okay. What completed? Tell me why? Why vector? We must choose. Okay. When we want to store multiple objects, what? Multiple objects with index in insertion order with thread safety. With the thread safety, we must choose vector. So what is the main concern? Thread safety is the main concern. I want to store thread safety. Then we should choose vector. Understood? Second, tell me, is vector is a thread synchronized or not synchronized? Vector is a synchronized collection. That means, can it access by multiple threads at a time? Next, is vector ordered collection? Vector is an ordered collection. Which order it maintain? Insertion order. Insertion order with index. Fourth, tell me, what is the data structure vector follows? Vector implemented data structure is growable array. Okay, na? Growable array means what the meaning of growable array? When size reached to capacity, capacity is automatically increased. That is called growable array. Tell me, when when vector object is created, vector v1 equal to new vector. I created here vector object. Vector of which type of object I want to store? All types of objects. Vector v1 equal to new vector. To create vector object, I have 4 constructors. I'm choosing no param constructor. Then here vector object is created. Then the vector object is meant for storing objects. V1 is the name of the vector and new vector is the object. This object is meant for storing multiple values, multiple objects as a group. Then if you want to store multiple objects, internally we should have locations. Vector internally creates which class object, which object to store objects, to store our objects. Vector internally creates which object to store our objects. Everyone know already, last class I explained. In every collection, what is the internal object? Every collection uses what internally for storing objects? Object array. Right? When you create vector object, internally what object is created? Object array object is created. Tell me, when you create student class object, internally student number, student name, course fee variable memory created or not? In the SNO SName course fee variable, we are storing values or not? Similarly, when you create vector object, internally object array object is created with how many locations? With how many locations? 10 locations. 10 locations object array is created. Okay. Vector implemented data structure is growable array. What is the default capacity? Default capacity is 10. Tell me, once the vector object is created, I should start storing the values inside. Understand? Now I started storing objects. First object, second object, third object, fourth object, fifth object, sixth object, seventh object, eighth object, ninth object, 10th object. Okay. Now, if I store 11th object, how much it is increased? How much it is increased? Default capacity is 10. Incremental capacity, how much? Double or plus 1. Okay, now double or plus 1. Double means current capacity how much? 10. Then double means what? 20. Now 20 elements I stored. Next double 40. 40 I stored. Next double 80. 80 I stored. Next double 160. Understand? Everyone understand? Huh? Tomorrow class timing is 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. Sorry, 10 a.m. Tomorrow class is morning 7 a.m. to 10 p.m. And I want also take class evening. Is it okay to you all? I want to take class evening also 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. 24th is our last day. We have only 1 week time. Twenty-fourth is our last day. We have deadline. We have only 1 week time. If you're feeling Sunday, sir, I don't want class means okay, I will not take. And if I miss any topic, please don't point me. So let's have class tomorrow evening also, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Clear? Right. Next, default capacity, incremental capacity. Hope you understand double. When default capacity increased by 1, default capacity increased by 1 when if default capacity is 0 or 1. If default capacity is 0 or 1, then incremental capacity is plus 1. 0 into 2, 0, na? 1 into 1, 1, na? Clear my point? If default capacity is greater than 1, default capacity is default greater than 1, and the capacity is what? Double. This one we can specify the capacity. Here, the capacity is what? 10 locations. So here, default capacity is 10 and incremental capacity is double. Now, if I write vector v2 equal to new vector of, if I write here 5, then the default capacity what? And how many locations object array created? 5. Default capacity is what? 5. Incremental capacity? Double. 5 array, tumri fellow. Use little brain rub. Now I'm creating vector object with 1 as a capacity. What is the default capacity? 1. Can I say double? 1 into 1? 1. Or 1 into 2, 2. Okay. It can be double or can be plus 1. No problem. Because 1 into 2, 2. Now double means what? Current capacity into 2, right? Current capacity into 2. So if default capacity 0, it can be double. Double means 1 into 2, 2. Okay. And Vector v4, I created vector object with 0. That means object array created with how many locations? 0 locations. Right? 0 locations, default capacity 0. If you try to store first element, then 0 into 2, 0. That's why capacity is plus 1. All you guys understood? If you don't mention, then default capacity will be used. If you mention, it will not take default capacity. You mention capacity will be there. By default, your mother prepared the food default as per our schedule. You want to eat? You want different food. Then if you order, your mother prepared the different food or not? All you guys understand the default capacity means if you don't specify, then default capacity will be there. Next point. What type of elements are stored? Tell me. Inside vector, can I take all types of objects? I'm taking. Okay. Tell me how to display all these capacities here. System.out.println v1 dot. There is a predefined method called capacity. If you want to know the capacity of the objects, you can display. V1 dot capacity. What the capacity will get? 10. Okay. What the default capacity of V2? Default capacity of V3? Default capacity of V4? Okay. Now, there is also one method inside all collection called size. Okay. This method will tell what is the size of the collection. Size means how many objects are stored, right? Tell me, how many objects are stored? All 0. Right? Now, I am trying to add some elements. V4 dot add. How to add elements to the collection? By using add method. I'm trying to store some data, 10. In which collection I stored? V4. Tell me. Now, what is the capacity now? 1. What is the size? 1. Earlier what? Earlier V4 capacity 0. Now increased by double. Double means 0 by double means 1. Okay, control F11. 1 0. Now I am adding one more object. Everyone should answer. Then what is the capacity? What is the capacity? Capacity is 2. 1 into 2, 2. Size also 2. Everyone understand that? This mind calculation is required. If I store one more number, tell me, what is the capacity now? Double, 4. Size how much? 3. Okay. Here if I store 40. Capacity 5. 5 or 4? Capacity 4. Hey, why it will increase? Right? Previous capacity how much? 4. Size is 3. Now capacity is what? 4. Size also 4. 4, 4. Understand? If I write here 50, then capacity is now increased. Double, 8. Size is 5. Okay, all you people understand a capacity concept? Now tell me. Krishna, what is your question? What is the doubt? Can you unmute and ask? Vector is an utility package. Eclipse will add that import statement. Krishna, how to double? Unmute. Ask. Speak, buddy. What is your doubt? I didn't understand.
I cannot understand how to the double capacity.
Did explain how it is doubling the capacity, or am I explaining double or calculating capacity? What I have explained here.
Before that, add 20. The next step I cannot understand.
Are you asking internal, sir? Are you asking internal how the vector is increasing capacity? Or you what you are asking? What is your question? I didn't understand.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Huh? Internal memory structure asking? Internal logic you are asking?
Yes.
You didn't understand the calculation, or you didn't understand?
I didn't understand the calculation.
Speak louder. I cannot hear.
I don't understand the calculation.
Okay. So first of all, did you understand what the meaning of capacity?
Yes.
Capacity means how many elements can be available in the vector. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. I am displaying here V4. Does it have any elements? Inside V4, do you have any element?
No.
No, Krishna, I'm asking you only. Krishna,
Yes, sir.
speak, Nana. What is the meaning of capacity? What is there inside collection object? Do you know it? When you create object, what is there inside this collection object? If you don't answer, I will leave and go to the next topic. Because complete class has already understood. You only not understood. Okay, guys, she's not answering. Let me leave. Okay. And now look at here, guys. All people answer. Guys, when you have a doubt, I will follow the students who are replying. Okay. And if you don't understand means you are not replying. I am following the people who are giving answers. If I got answer from one student also, I'll move to the next topic. And when you got a doubt, if I ask the question, if you don't answer, if you sit silently, I can't do anything. I'll move to the next topic. Because when, as long as you are not answering, you will not understand. Okay. Now tell me, when we create vector object internally inside vector object, what object is there? Object array will be there. That object array is created with how many locations? 0 locations. Right? Now, 0 location array if I display. Okay, tell me, what is the capacity? 0. What is the size? Size means what? We have not stored any values inside. 0, no elements are there. Now I am displaying plus double quotes plus V4. When I display object, background to string method is called, remember? To string method returns the data of the object. Now tell me, do you have any elements in the vector? No. That means what is displayed? Empty array is displayed. Okay. Now tell me, as if I want to store, now I am trying to store first element. I am trying to store first element in V4. To store first element in V4, there should be a location. Do you have locations here in vector V4? No. Because there is no location, what happened? Add method has internal logic to increase the capacity of the vector object array, right? Right? When you call this add method, it is a method, na? This add method has logic. Where? In vector class. In vector class, this add method has a logic. You are calling add method. This is a method call. When you call add method, what happens? Its internal logic is executed, and its capacity, internal logic, what it will do? It will grow the capacity of this vector. By how much it will grow? That's what I told. Grow by, if 0, grow by 1. Why? Because 0 into 2, 0 only will come. That's why plus 1. Understand? Then tell me, after this add method execution, this vector object has increased its capacity by how much? 1. Then now this vector object has one location now. Then this one object will be stored in that location. Look at the 10 coming. You are specifying initial capacity, not final capacity. That is initial capacity, then later it will grow. Is it clear? Next, tell me. What is the capacity of vector now? One location. If you want to store second element, what should happen? You required one more location required, na? If you want to store second element, they required one more location, right? Is that second location available in vector? No. Then add method, what it will do? It will increase the capacity. How much it will increase capacity? Double. What the current capacity of vector? 1. 1 into 2, 2. Then vector has how many locations array now? 2 locations. In first location, what is there? 10. In second location, what will be stored? 20. After this add method completed, what is the capacity? 2. What is the size? 2. And now display vector object. Tell me, 20 will be there before 10 or after 10? After 10, 10 comma 20. Everyone understanding? Tell me. Now I am calling add method to store 30. 30 should store in vector object. To store in vector object, there should be a location. How many locations are available? 2 locations only there. Then what add method logic will do? It will increase the capacity. Okay. Then this add method increase the capacity. Which capacity? Current capacity. By the time this add method is called, what is the current capacity? 2. 2 into 2, 4. Now add method increase the capacity to 4. Okay. Now this add method increase the vector capacity to 4. That means how many arrays object is created? How many locations array object is created? 4 locations array created. Right? Then in 0 location, 10 there. In 1 location, 20 there. In third location, second location, 30 there. Now, sorry, in a third location, 30 is stored now. What is the capacity? 4. What is the size? 3. Now, where 30 is stored now? Everyone now following? We completed up to here. Now, can you explain what happened at this add method? Add method you call by passing 40. 40 is now accessing V4. Now it is checking, is there any free location, empty location in V4? Do you have any empty location in V4? Yes. Will it increase the capacity? No. It will store 40 in the fourth location. 0, 1, 2, 3. Fourth location, third index. Clear? 10, 20, 30, 40. Everyone understand? Explain this line. Add method taking 50. Trying to store in V4. In V4, location, free location, there are not there? Not there. Then what add method will do? It will grow V4 capacity. How much? Double. What the current capacity? 4. 4 into 2, 8. In that 8 location, how many values are already there? 0, 1, 2, 3. Now in the fourth location, means fifth location, fourth index location, in fifth location, 50 is stored. Okay, everyone understand? Now, can you try to answer now? V4 dot add of 60. Then 60, we are giving to add method. Add method is checking, is there any free location in V4 available? Yes. Will it increase the capacity? No. Will it increase the size? Yes. And where that element is stored? First location, middle location, last location? Last location. How long size is not increased? Until size is not greater than capacity. If size is greater than capacity, then it will increase the capacity. Add of 70. Capacity changed? No. Size changed? Yes. Elements change? Yes. Next, 80 I am storing. Capacity changed? Yes. Size changed? Yes. Capacity changed? Capacity changed? No. When capacity is increased, if size is greater than capacity. Now size is greater than capacity. Okay. Now capacity is 16. Come on, guys. Everyone understand? So this is what you need to understand. First of all, this capacity size growing elements displaying, if you understand, collections is easy. To understand this topic, collections is very tough. So collections are given to solve size problem of the array. Size problem solved or not? If you create array object with 0 location, if we create array object 0 location, if you try to store first element, it throw array index order bounds exception. Now are you getting array index order bounds exception? No. Let's keep on growing. How long it will grow? My question understand? How much it will grow? Unlimited? Array yaar. Up to JVM heap size. Okay? Up to JVM heap size only it can grow. So can I expect all people understand capacity and default capacity, incremental capacity, this fifth point? Vector implement data structure growable array. Default capacity, incremental capacity. Search in Google here. What the JVM heap size? Okay. Point to which point to this one now. Manisha. Vector is synchronized, you didn't understand. Yeah, I didn't explain it. I'll explain. Okay. So up to now, all points understood except that synchronize. I'll tell you the meaning of synchronize. Don't worry. Order collection. It is maintaining insertion order 10, 20, 30 as you store data storing or not. Implement data structure, grow everywhere. You understand? Right? And capacity, default, incremental capacity. Got clarity? Next collections topic when I'm discussing, I don't want again discuss all these topics. Okay. Now, tell me, what type of elements are stored? Next question, what type of elements are stored? What type of elements are stored? All four types of objects are stored. What is the meaning of all four types? Homogeneous, heterogeneous, unique, and duplicate. All four types of objects are stored. Homogeneous, heterogeneous, unique, and duplicate. Let us try. Shall I take vector v3 object to test that point? And tell me. V3 capacity, how much? 1. What is the V3 size? 0. How many elements are in V3? 0. Okay. If I store V3 dot add of, can I store string object? Yes. Okay. What is the capacity? 1. Size 1. Element A. Can I store B? B means what? Same class object or different class object? This is string object, same object, homogeneous, heterogeneous. Homogeneous object allowed to store? Yes. What is the capacity? Capacity is increased or not? Capacity is 1. Now the capacity is increased. Size 2. Elements A comma B. Okay. Now V3 of I am trying to store 5. Allowed? 5 is homogeneous or heterogeneous? Heterogeneous object allowed to store? Yes. What is the capacity? capacity 4, size 3, elements, comma 5. All are you following? Can I store 6.7? Tell me, 6.7 is what? 5 is what? Integer object. 6.7 is what? Floating pointer. Hey, double object. Allow to store? Yes. Capacity 4, size 4. Can I store? Again, double quotes A. Double quotes A. String object with the data A. This is unique or duplicate? Duplicate. All these are what? Unique objects. Homogeneous, unique. Heterogeneous, unique. Heterogeneous, unique. And duplicate object. Duplicate object stored or not stored? Stored. Where it is stored? At last, after 6.7a. Everyone understand? All 4 types of objects are stored: homogeneous, heterogeneous, unique, and duplicates. Hope you understand this one. Tell me, is null allowed? Null is allowed. How many? Null is also a reference nowadays. When object reference is stored, why can't we store null? Null is allowed? Yes. How many? Multiple. Why? Because duplicates are allowed. Duplicates are allowed, na? Tell me. Now I am trying to store null. Duplicate, null. Allowed or not? Yes. Okay. Next. Now I am trying to store here true. Allowed? True is what? Heterogeneous, unique. Allowed. Now again I am storing null. Duplicate null allowed or not? Yes. Do we need to worry about size or capacity? It's keep on growing. No need to worry. Only first time understanding we need to think. Later it's keep on grow. So done. Null is allowed or not? Yes. How many? Multiple. Next. 8th point. In which order elements are stored? Just now we have watched. I call add methods. In which order add method I call? In the same order. That means insertion order is preserved. Insertion order is preserved. Means elements are stored in insertion order. Means add method calling order. Okay, na? Add method calling order. Next, 9th point. I want to retrieve the elements. Tell me, vector implicitly maintaining what? Array. Right? I want to retrieve elements from the vector v3 dot. There is a method called get. What is the method name? Get. For storing, add. For getting, get. Get of. I am passing index number. Okay, na? I am passing index number obj. Tell me, 0 index object is what? A. Look at the A coming or not? Next. v3 dot, I am giving 3. I am passing index number 3. That means sequential access or random access. Random access. Okay, random access. Randomly the element is coming or not? Yes. 3rd index object 0, 1, 2, 3. 6.7 coming or not? Tell me, can I retrieve elements sequentially? Yes. All elements, if you retrieve, that is sequentially. If you want to retrieve all elements in sequentially, what do you write? Int I equal to 0. Synchronization is different, sequential is different. Don't connect both. Int I equal to 0, I less than, and tell me, you should retrieve the elements up to the capacity or up to the sizer. Here, what condition I should write? Up to capacity or up to sizer? Up to size. V3 dot size I should write I plus plus. Then here obj equal to v3 dot get of, I'm passing I, system dot out dot println obj. To get there, all elements are coming or not? A, B, 5, 6.7, all true. And tell me, in which order we can retrieve elements? We can, it supports random and also sequential access. No, once it is supporting random means automatically supporting what? Sequential. No need to specially tell sequential. Okay, random means automatically sequential. Sequential means random is not there. Okay, now? Hope you all understand these topics. Easy, right? Bolo, if you want to understand 10th point, internal methods and all, it takes some time. Okay, that we'll understand in tomorrow class. Up to here is sufficient. For today, this much knowledge is sufficient. These 9 points understanding sufficient. I'll share this entire program and notes in Google Classroom practice. I'm expecting everyone to attend class tomorrow 7 a.m.